Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to dethrone the Usos as the tag team champions. Bray Wyatt's Uncle Howdy revealed. WWE makes big change for Money in the Bank. Huge backstage update on Sasha Banks. Major warning to the Bloodline. Update on Bray Wyatt feuding with Roman Reigns. Let's jump right into our first story. Bray Wyatt's Uncle Howdy revealed. Fans saw the first glimpse of Uncle Howdy on the latest edition of WWE SmackDown. The grotesque, Night King-like character is probably going to play an active part in the formation of the Wyatt Six. Uncle Howdy is commonly believed to be Bray Wyatt's inner demon, alter ego. It is an evil persona buried deep within him that manages to completely take over Wyatt on certain occasions. This was shown on WWE SmackDown when the lights went out, and a mysterious entity interrupted Wyatt's promo, symbolically calling out him for hiding his true self. Who am I? I'm just a ghost of the man who cured the world, of course. You are a fool. You cured the world. You sent him away. And now, the reason why you are just a shell of who you once were. I will teach you to revel in what you are. But you, sir, you are a liar. You claim not to wear a mask, but we both know that's not true, don't we? You will never be able to hide from me. The company is apparently showcasing Wyatt's inner struggles with the good and the bad. Uncle Howdy is the personification of the latter aspect. The 35-year-old is portraying two personalities like his previous self. The normal one is meek and empathic, while the other one wants him to embrace the darker side like the Fiend. Wyatt revealed more about his dilemma during the latest promo on WWE SmackDown. Prior to the entrance of Uncle Howdy, he took the mic and addressed his demons and reminisced about a dark place he had been in. My emotions don't work like most other people's. I don't always have control. Sometimes, they can send me to a very dark place. Other times, I just don't feel anything at all. There's a part of me that really likes that I'm willing to do some truly awful things. Another theory is that Uncle Howdy is a completely different individual. He is the source of Bray Wyatt's supernatural powers and wants him to revert to his demonic self while berating him for not expressing his violent side. The Fiend is allegedly a part of the fabled Wyatt Six, and the former WWE champion will naturally fit into that role if the faction ever comes into existence. The ultimate revelation of the Wyatt the Sixth may have to wait till the merging of Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy's personalities or otherwise. The former Universal Champion hasn't performed inside the squared circle since his return, as he is battling the demons from his past. Speculations are running wild on social media to figure out the identity of Uncle Howdy. Leaving aside the two-personality theory, fans believe the superstar portraying the creepy gimmick is directly connected to Bray Wyatt. The most obvious notion is that Uncle Howdy could possibly be Wyatt's real-life brother Bo Dallas. Mr. NXT is rumored to return soon and ally with his brother Bray on WWE SmackDown. Another groundbreaking theory connects Bray's uncle and former NWA World Champion Barry Windham to the latest mystery hunt. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful noted that Barry's mustache and facial structure matches that of Howdy. Prodigy of independent promotions and NJPW, Tyler Bateman is also rumored to be involved with Wyatt. He was part of the WWE tryouts in 2018. Who do you think is behind the Uncle Howdy character on WWE SmackDown? Is it Bray Wyatt's alter ego or a separate personality? Sound off in the comments. WWE makes big change for Money in the Bank. According to a new report, Triple H might be going back to the old-fashioned way when it comes to the Money in the Bank matches. It's been over a decade since Money in the Bank went from a gimmick match at WrestleMania to an annual premium live event. Several superstars made their name by winning the contract at WrestleMania and cashing it on a champion of their choosing. In 2010, the traditional Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania was scrapped as it became a gimmick premium live event with two Money in the Bank contracts. Superstars of Raw and SmackDown won contracts and would get to cash in on the champions of their respective brands. In 2017, WWE introduced Ms. Money in the Bank. Ever since then, every female superstar has successfully cashed in their contracts to become champion. According to a new report from Give Me Sport, Triple H is considering putting Money in the Bank matches at WrestleMania. The report also states that the idea of a men's MITB match and a women's MITB match on two different nights is alive. However, it is highly unlikely that WWE will remove one of its major premium live events, which they often refer to as one of their Big Five. A few months ago, Vince McMahon retired and Triple H became the chief content officer of the company. In the coming year, Hunter is expected to make several major changes to WWE's calendar when it comes to premium live events. Between 2020 to 2021, there were two Hell in a Cell premium live events in the span of 12 months. The show is one of the long-running annual premium live events which went through some changes in the past year. According to Give Me Sport, WWE is considering axing the premium live event. The report also states that the concept of the premium live event is completely dead, which might be the reason for its discontinuation in the following year. Several reports state that King of the Ring will return as a premium live event and several international shows will be added for 2023. It will be interesting to see what other changes will be made within the company. What other changes would you like to see in WWE? Sound off in the comments section. Huge backstage update on Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks continues to be a trending name in wrestling even though she hasn't appeared on WWE TV in months. Dave Meltzer provided an update on her current WWE status and confirmed that Banks was still under contract with the company. However, people with close knowledge of the situation have no details on a potential return date for Banks. The former women's champion was reportedly in negotiations with WWE regarding a new deal, which seemingly kicked off after Triple H assumed control of the main roster. As noted in this week's Wrestling Observer newsletter, certain undisclosed issues have impacted discussions between both parties. She is still under contract to WWE, but there is no word on when she'll return, as there were said to be hang-ups in negotiations for a new deal, noted Dave Meltzer. Since walking out of the company in May, Sasha Banks and Naomi have made several public appearances and have even been spotted with a few WWE stars. The former women's tag team champions recently appeared at the Wakanda Forever World premiere alongside Big E, Kofi Kingston, and a top Bloodline member. While Banks and Naomi are still suspended as of this writing, their interactions with current WWE talent have made fans hopeful of seeing the duo back in the ring. Sasha Banks has been gradually expanding her resume outside wrestling since she made her acting debut in the Mandalorian Disney Plus series. She has also participated in various other events and meet and greet sessions while away from the squared circle. Fans who have missed seeing her in the ring also recently got to see her train at a wrestling school in Spain. If it wasn't obvious already, the legit boss is a very busy woman despite having no WWE bookings. She was announced for another major non-wrestling event scheduled for November. While Triple H and his team are working towards getting her back, it seems like Sasha Banks' on-screen return might not happen anytime soon. Major warning to the Bloodline. WWE star and Brawling Brutes member Butch wants to exact revenge on the Bloodline for injuring Sheamus last week. The personal differences between Sami Zayn and Jey Uso once again got in the way as Sami and Solo Sikoa were in a tag team match against the Brawling Brutes. While the two Bloodline members were arguing in the ring, Holland took out Solo and Butch rolled up Zayn with a small package for the win. WWE correspondent Megan Moran caught up with the Brawling Brutes after their impressive win over Solo and Sami on SmackDown this week. The duo were jubilant and mentioned that they weren't done taking revenge for what the Bloodline did to Sheamus last week. "We're far from done, there's more payback to come," Butch said. Ridge Holland was providing a health update for Sheamus when Adam Pearce appeared. He informed them that they would be facing the Usos in a tag team match for the undisputed tag team championships at Crown Jewel. The head of the table, Roman Reigns, was on SmackDown this week to quell any dissension within the Bloodline. Reigns was not happy after Zayn and Solo lost their match against the Brawling Brutes. He was even unhappier with the ongoing friction between Sami and his cousin Jey Uso. He announced that the two stars were behaving like children and he intended on putting an end to their squabbles. In his cold, signature way, the tribal chief urged Jey to find his inner Usi and settle his differences with Sami once and for all. He even threatened his cousin that he would strip Zayn of the honorary Uso title and rename him Sami Uso if needed. WWE fans would get to see multiple exciting storylines if Jey Uso turns on the head of the table. Roman Reigns will defend his undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Logan Paul at Crown Jewel on Saturday, November 5th. The event will be held in the Marsul Park in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Do you think the Brawling Brutes can dethrone the Usos? Let us know your predictions in the comments section below. Update on Bray Wyatt feuding with Roman Reigns. Fans have been anticipating Bray Wyatt's rivalry with Roman Reigns ever since the former returned to WWE. However, it may not be in the plans just yet. Wyatt created an instant buzz by making a comeback at Extreme Rules 2022. Many have also speculated him as an ideal challenger to dethrone the tribal chief. Fightful Select recently provided an update on the feud between the stars. According to their source in WWE Creative, the rumors of Bray Wyatt imminently feuding with Roman Reigns are false. They also report that the company doesn't want to recreate the scenario they did with The Fiend. In regards to the rumors that Bray Wyatt was imminently set to feud with Roman Reigns, one source in WWE Creative claimed that was false. Specifically, they said, "Where would we go from there?" And another noted that they learned from The Fiend run. The Eater of Worlds may not feud with the head of the table, but his cryptic promos will surely entertain fans in the coming weeks. Wyatt and Reigns have had multiple rivalries together throughout their careers. They famously went head-to-head as members of the Wyatt family and the Shield respectively. They also had a fierce rivalry in 2015 where things became incredibly personal. Wyatt also involved his rival's daughter in the feud to create nuclear heat. While Roman Reigns was portrayed as the good guy in both installments of the rivalry, that wasn't the case in the latest one. The tribal chief famously returned to WWE and turned heel at SummerSlam 2020. He assaulted Braun Strowman and then Universal Champion Bray Wyatt to confirm his intentions. He pinned Strowman in a triple threat match to become the new champion. Since then, fans haven't seen the Eater of Worlds in the same ring with the head of the table. Would you like to see the two megastars feud soon? Let us know in the comments section. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to dethrone the Usos as the tag team champions. Sami Zayn has become a prominent member of the Bloodline recently, holding a lot of sway over the tribal chief Roman Reigns. While Zayn has become highly popular in his role as the honorary Uso, it could very well be leading up to a feud between him and the Usos. The feud might also involve Kevin Owens teaming up with Sami. While Jey Uso still seems to hold a grudge against the honorary Uso, it looks like the remaining members of the Bloodline have accepted him as one of their own. Jey Uso has maintained that Zayn is an outsider and should not be a part of the Bloodline. There is a high chance that this tension between Jey Uso and the former Intercontinental Champion will culminate in a feud between them. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter stated that there is already speculation that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens will eventually dethrone the Usos to become tag team champion. He said that it was likely that it would happen early in 2023. The next Saudi date could be announced at the 11/5 show, but with Mania locked, it would look like early March or later April is an open time, but it's going to be when they want it and sometime in the spring is targeted. Losing the 1/1 date also means likely adding a new date in 2023. There's already speculation, and it's just speculation that it would be a good time and place for Zayn and Owens to beat the Usos and end their record-setting tag run or Reigns versus Zayn. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have been close friends for a long time. While the two have often teamed up in WWE, they have never won gold together. Owens tried to dissuade Zayn from joining the Bloodline on TV a few weeks back. However, Zayn did not pay heed to his advice. Owens is currently a part of the Raw roster, and it remains to be seen how he will be added to the storyline with Zayn and the Bloodline. Dave Meltzer had noted in a previous report that Zayn is one of the names being considered to face Roman Reigns next year.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing